Just a few kilometers on the other side of the Syrian border, families who fled the war have set up camp in Lebanon, makeshift tents that have become their new home.
This is my tent. I've been living here with my 2 children since 2015. My husband disappeared after he was arrested in Syria.
Back home, Khulud and her family lived in the suburbs of Damascus.
This is my house. There are 3 floors, but it's in ruins now.
For years, her neighbourhood was in the hands of the rebels, and the Syrian government suspects residents of siding with the opposition forces.
If I go back, they'll probably arrest me and throw me in jail. But if I stay here, then I risk losing my home. Either way, it's a tough decision to make.
Many people living in the camp see this as a strategy set up by authorities to stop people who'd sided with the rebels from returning to Syria. And experts say the government is acting within the law. In April 2018, Parliament introduced Law 10, allowing authorities to rebuild neighbourhoods that have been destroyed in the conflict. Residents are given 1 year to reclaim their home. Past this deadline, their houses are seized by the government without any compensation. An organised purge, according to this NGO.
In a bit over a year, the entire neighbourhood has been demolished. This is what it looks like before, and this is what it looks like now.
The Syrian armed forces retook control of this neighbourhood in July 2017. The buildings in red have since been torn down, claiming to be destroying tunnels and blowing up landmines. The large clouds of smoke suggest otherwise.
What we can definitely tell is that it's leaving a large segment of the population that was previously affiliated with the opposition without any shelter, without providing them with compensation, and essentially sending them a very strong message that they shouldn't even attempt to return to these neighborhoods.
A message that hasn't fallen on deaf ears. These refugees have lost all hope of returning home.
This is all that's left of my house. The Syrian army demolished everything.
By doing this, the regime can take control of the land and the houses. In my town, they destroyed almost everything and are building new flats for new owners.
The men are afraid they'll be imprisoned or forced to join the army if they return. Many of them stay behind as their family try to reclaim their homes. Several countries, including in Europe, have condemned Law 10, calling it a political maneuver. The law is discouraging millions of displaced Syrians from returning home.